Welcome to Trashville. This is where we live now. We live on a trash heap. It used to be called Congress. It used to be called government and America, but no, we live inside of a dumpster fire filled with gutter rats. Waj, you have your pickings today on where you would like to begin. Do you want to pick plastic? Do you want to pick vapes? Do you want to pick, what part of the trash heap do you want to dive into first? Because that's where we live now.
I want to go to the cemetery in the underworld, and I want to summon the queen of trash. But the only way you can summon the queen of trash, young bucks listening, and learn from us Gen X millennials, is you have to summon the code. It isn't Candyman.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Nope.
Beetlejuice. And who appears? Lauren Boebert. Let's start with this. Is it's just sometimes the political gods give us gifts, and we as humble mortals need to take a moment to thank the political gods in case we earn their wrath and fury. Today, there was just a beautiful gift came last night where there was footage of the Beetlejuice musical, which apparently is touring the country. And in Colorado, one of the people enjoying the Beetlejuice musical was the lovely, the moderate, the gun-loving Lauren Boebert. You all know her from her love of her guns, from her conspiracy theories, from her racism, from some would say a very trashy lifestyle. Not me, but some would say. A video was shown of security escorting the respectable, moderate Lauren Boebert out of a packed viewing of the Beetlejuice musical. And the reason for it, Danielle, was because she was allegedly filming, which is a big no-no, vaping, and disturbing the audience. And people are like, oh, that couldn't have happened. And a video was released. It just shows you like the entire narrative. And she says, don't you know who I am? And I'm like, yeah, we know you. You're the trashy Lauren Boebert who represents our district. And then the next morning today, just because it's such a gift, Politico and its infinite wisdom decided to publish a huge profile on Lauren Boebert, which has Lauren Boebert just sitting there on a haystack. And the title of this, can't make this up, Lauren Boebert ditches the MAGA thing in Colorado. With their seat in danger, the Coloradan is starting to sound like a completely different person at home. And they also described her in the tweet as a rabble-rouser in Congress. And now I punt it to you, Danielle, because it's just, I feel like I gift wrapped it to you. I gift wrapped it to you, and I put it in a bow tie, and I gave you a flower.
Let me tell you something. First of all, Politico and other corporate media outlets can't feel shame, right? They should. I wish. But they do not. In their desire to appear somehow neutral with their coverage of this trash heap that is formerly known as America, they want to present as if what the Republican Party has offered to us in terms of their slate of freshmen and sophomore members isn't anything other than actual fucking trash, right? You know what? I went to sleep last night and I want to tell you about this nightmare that I had because I'm not even kidding. I had a nightmare last night that the Martin Luther King holiday was taken off of federal calendars, and as was the celebration of Black History Month, right? That like, this is how far that things have gotten in this country, that we are not even, because of the ban on books and CRT, which doesn't exist, by the way, and all of these things, that's how far this country is going to go. You look at the likes of Lauren Boebert, right? And you think, you had the audacity to critique Obama? You have the audacity to critique Black excellence of any kind? You vape smoking piece of trash? Like, it is just beyond me that this is who is in Congress now. These people that curse each other out on the floor, right?
Oh, yeah,
Which
the fight with Marjorie Taylor Greene, the other
and
queen of
Lauren
trash.
Boebert did, right? These are the people who almost came fist to blows, right? In the 15th vote for their Fisher Price Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy. I mean, these are people who chase children around the Capitol building, right? Who chased their own colleagues and needed to get restraining orders from these people. It is, I cannot believe that the Republican Party, I mean, aside from the ways that I thought about them before all of this, in the Bush era and the Reagan era and what have you, but my God, the fucking classlessness.
That's right.
Like, I mean, these are gutter rats. Lauren Boebert is a fucking gutter rat. And I dare somebody to tell me otherwise.
I am offended because gutter rats, have some honor and dignity. They serve a useful purpose.
I live in Brooklyn. No, they don't. No, they don't.
They eat the extra pizza, okay, that people throw on the streets. They take it down to the sewers. Lauren, at least they have the decency to take it down to the sewers. Lauren Boebert doesn't. She brings it out to the surface. That's what offends me, right? You're a representative. You have a history, a litany of doing shameful things in Congress, outside of Congress. Your entire family is known as just trashy delinquents in your own district, right? And the fact that Politico comes out with this article, I mean, the timing of it, just to show the brokenness of the corporate media model that I know we harp on because we are dealing with fascism, Danielle. We don't have the time or the excuse to coddle these people. We don't have the time or the excuse to both sides authoritarianism. And the timing of it is also brilliant because Christiane Amanpour, CNN journalist, was celebrating her 40th year at CNN. And so Oliver Darcy, who does the reliable sources at CNN, he covers the media, was Brian Stelter's job. He asked her how our colleagues should cover the moment. And she had a quote that I want to share with us. It's a really good quote. She says, "We have to be truthful, not neutral." Let me repeat that. We have to be truthful, not neutral. And she said, listen, if I'm covering a genocide, I'm not going to both sides a genocide. If I both sides a genocide, I am actually on the side of, I'm literally abdicating my duty and normalizing genocide. Like, I'm aiding genocide by doing that, by forfeiting my role as a journalist and doing both sides on a genocide. You are actually enabling and aiding genocide. This is the example that she gave. It's a pretty deep example. It cuts deep. And so I sit there and I think, okay, there's no genocide yet. We see what's happening, Danielle. And this week, we see a bullshit impeachment inquiry launched by, I think you called him Fisher Price, Kevin McCarthy, no disrespect to Fisher Price, yes. Because he is pressured by the extremists in his own party, the Boeberts, the MTGs, the Matt Gaetz, right? They said, you have to impeach Biden, even though, by the way, folks, there is no evidence whatsoever. They've investigated. There's no evidence whatsoever of any wrongdoing, but they don't care. They're going to impeach him. And how does the media cover it? 17th paragraph. Oh, but by the way, even in the lack of evidence, they're doing an impeachment inquiry, which should be the leading sentence, right? And lo and behold, what's the number one story? Biden's age. The dude just finished an amazing round trip, foreign trip, right? He did it really well, answered questions, and people are wondering, how come the polls are showing that people are concerned about Biden's age? I wonder, maybe because you're taking right-wing talking points, laundering them, and promoting them as a both sides false equivalence. And this is where I want to take the DeLorean real quick to 2016, Danielle, because people forget. Please. We have the attention span of gnats in this country. The litany, the fuselage, the avalanche of bullshit that is Donald Trump. Well, Danielle, we got to do both sides. So, Hillary Clinton's emails.
Yes.
And guess what happened? And so fast forward, my fear is, Danielle, 2024 is going to be 91 criminal counts, 4 indictments. Who knows what the investigation will show? Them going after abortion rights, the trashery of Lauren Boebert, bullshit impeachment, violence against our communities, and Biden's age and Hunter Biden's laptop. Sorry for my rant, but I just had to lay it out there because the stakes are high.